first line of code to the heights we've reached. Every challenge faced, every lesson preached. Climbing up the ladder, yet the sky's the limit. Endless path before us, every step is vivid.
Looking back on all we've done, the miles we've crossed, but the journey's just begun. There's no line we've lost. New horizons calling, dreams that never fade. With every dawn arriving, new foundations laid. Infinite potential shining in our eyes. Boundless opportunities reaching for the skies. We're unstoppable together, breaking every wall. With grand horizons before us, we can have it all.
Senior roles behind us, but the future's bright. Every project's a new chance to ignite. Learning never ends, there's always more to see. Unlocking every door, setting our minds free. In the echoes of our triumphs, hear the call. Together we're invincible, we won't fall. Light-shining dreams and guitars' grand embrace symbolize our journey, limitless space. Infinite potential shining in our eyes. Boundless opportunities reaching for the skies. We're unstoppable together, breaking every wall. With grand horizons before us, we can have it all. Pushing past the limits, soaring through the night, embracing every moment, shining ever bright. Infinite potential, our spirits intertwine. Endless possibilities, forever we'll define. Infinite potential, shining in our eyes. Boundless opportunities, reaching for the skies. We're unstoppable together, breaking every wall. With grand horizons before us, we can have it all. The journey never ends, endless dreams await.
Hello. Hope everyone's had a good weekend.
Journey never ends, endless dreams await.
Left off last time. The working battery usage. if we just drive around here. We will eventually run out of battery. The vehicle should stop. So we're just going to verify that's everything working where we left off. And there we go. And all of these cars should have their own individual battery usage. Alright, so that's all working. So what we're going to do next is, a while ago, we made a speedometer. So we're going to bring that into, we're going to bring that stamp in and tie it into this logic as well.
Piece emerges, if only I can find connection in the silence, a spark within the code, a fragile
So I'm pretty sure I'll go to my stamps.
I'm lost in the swirling storm, coding through the pain. My heartbeat's amplified, but
We have the speedometer here.
My scribbled notes are scattered, I'm haunted by mistakes. Prototype after prototype, each one seems to break.
We are gonna have to cut this apart though, I think. Because this is currently tracking the player speed, which is fine. So the player's in the car, the player in the car should have the same speed. I think we want to track the car's speed and be able to pass in the car actor. Yeah, so I think we want instead of this actor, which I believe is only feeding this guy. Let's do an actor. Start on spawn. No, we don't want start on spawn at all. Means we don't need that. We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. Verbal input. Alright, so we got this. In vehicle, out of vehicle. So over here, show vehicle HUD, hide vehicle HUD. Take the same events here. I think we can probably just do something like that real quick, which will get us the actor's vehicle. And the HUD shows, send the actor into the speedometer. Showing on start, which it should not be. That probably just means that we have these all set to auto show on start, which we don't want. We're probably gonna have to reposition it a little bit. Okay, it's not showing. So let's make sure start clean this up just a little bit here. Let's get all these UI nodes here. Get a couple trigger nodes here. Be all the shows, this will be all the hides. Which then means on start, show. And on stop, hide. grab a sequence node in here. Sequence 1 is going to be to open that gate. Sequence 2 will be to start that. Just to make sure that those are happening in the appropriate sequence.
I stare into a cracked reflection, pixels for my eyes. Each light feels like oxygen, feeding me the
Show vehicle HUD, which over here,
through the night with hopes flicker in my chest.
show vehicle HUD.
Forgotten in the haze of trending plays.
You're not just clicks and follows, there's more behind the glass. Validation's fleeting currency, gone so very fast.
Nothing.
Let the world define us by a shallow scrolling sum. We'll lose the spark inside us, the soul we're running.
So this part's working.
More than numbers blinking on our screens, craving honesty where our hearts shine unseen. Step beyond illusions, become who we're meant to
And it looks like it is calculating a speed,
from approval trap, honor authenticity.
but it's not
Behind your
showing
the emptiness that grows,
it because these nodes need to be active.
hiding data's ebb and flow.
They must have made this before they made that update, that they're active by default. If they're not active, the show and hide buttons don't work.
Breathe in your own light. Flashing on our screens, craving honesty. We refuse to be defined.
Okay, we'll have to do some cleanup.
Let it all close your eyes. You are more than stats. Hear your heartbeat. Let it guide you back.
Over here.
Meetings running overtime, agendas going nowhere. Ideas clash like titans, tension fills the air.
Let me move these so far over right now.
Misunderstandings grow.
Or did they ninja fix this?
Pressure starts to show. Can we find a common ground before we all fall apart? The weight of expectations tearing at our hearts. Misaligned visions.
Let's see what that looks like.
Battles in the light. Struggling to stay united in the heat of the fight. I'm feeling the pressure. Can't let you down.
So you guys can't really see the whole HUD. It's behind me over here.
Dive. Arguments in the hallway, voices raised in pain, blaming one another for the strain. Late nights and coffee cups, fatigue in every glance.
150 for those.
Have a chance. We're more than our conflicts, more than our fights. Together we can rise above these sleepless nights. Finding strength in unity, letting go of pride. Rebuilding what we have side by
Let's
side.
get
I'm feeling the pressure, can't let you down. Holding
let's get the I think I want to get the battery meter lined up perfectly with this line. It's almost there. It's just a little bit off. We'll go to 165.
I don't wanna be the one who falls
That's just a little bit too far. You can see there. We need like 162 or 163. 62. Let's go with 163. That looks not bad. So let me bring the bars. We'll go to 165 for those. Let's see what we got there. Bring that percentage of the battery somewhere too. And we're out of battery. So for that percentage, that percentage must be here. Wondering, can I just do I'm just trying to do math in my head. Yeah, I feel like those should be underneath the speedometer. So if this speedometer is 75. This box is 25. I need to bring this down by 100 on all of these. Which then puts it underneath the speed, which I think looks better. But then I need to bring everything up like 50 to account for the health bar there. So we're gonna bring that up. And we'll bring these up. 35, 25, 125. So I can do that. Or I could put the charge the other side of the line, so like over here somewhere.
Yeah, I clock out at 5, but I'm only getting started. Dead eyes from the grind, my passion's uncharted. My code's on fire, though my soul feels drained. I'm a walking contradiction, see the midnight flames. Keep pushing, keep building. The day job's got me locked.
Well, if there's anyone out there watching, what do you think?
Fatigue in my veins, self-doubt in my mind. Yet I grip the dream tighter, cause it's all on the line. I'm breaking through midnight, meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy was behind me, my purpose is clear. Flickering screens in the early AM. Deadlines loom and still I chase them. Zombie mode eyes, but I'm coding for the thrill. Hustling for the future, forging worlds with my skill. Every maybe in my head tries to cut my flow, but I spit these bars for the dream I won't let go. Burn it up, burn it down. Day job, midnight ground. Nerves strung tight like cables on the edge. Frustration feels the chaos, but I'm
I think we're gonna leave it like that for now.
breaking through midnight. Meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy wrist behind me, my purpose is
Group
clear.
all this.
Sunrise creeping, but my spirit's still strong. No time for regrets, I've been chasing this too long. When the noise in my head tries to bury me again, I'll remember this anthem and rise above the din.
So we should be able to just do that.
Meltdown turning into
Um,
all this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy wrist behind me, my purpose is clear.
we have, can make our own custom vehicle spawner.
Day job at dawn, dream job
But
by
what
night.
we will
Keep on
need
coding till I get it right.
whole bunch of these guys.
My confidence is fragile, trapped under this masquerade. I question every move. It's a knot beneath my skin. Imposter words constrict me. Oh, where do I begin? But something stirs inside me. A spark that won't be quelled. I'm on the edge of breaking free. It's time to face myself.
Tearing down walls of insecurity tonight. The doubts that used to hold me fading harsh new light. I'm stronger than I realize. My skills no hitting light. Standing tall, unstoppable. I'm learning how to fly.
I gave my fears a platform, let them shout inside my brain. But now I've conquered the lie, I won't bow to that refrain. These skills weren't born from chance, I've earned each stride I take. My quiet soul roars louder when I know what's at stake.
Your hidden strength is waiting where you thought that you were weak. Trust in your foundation, believe the words you speak. You're closer to the truth than your mirrors claim to see. Let courage crack the surface, unlock your dignity.
I feel the
Okay.
chain reaction.
So that gives us
You're standing in your power.
all those values bubbled up here.
We smash these walls of fiction. Our confidence ignites. Breaking free with all we have. This is our fight tonight.
Now we need
Tearing down the walls of insecurity tonight. The doubts that used to hold me fading harsh new light. I'm stronger than I realize. My skills no hitting light. Standing tall, unstoppable. I'm learning how to fly.
activate. Do we have the activate icon? I don't know what icon that is.
I'm walking out with confidence. My voice no longer small. Imposter thoughts can't grip me now. I finally heard
Fortunately, they did update recently, so we can see the icons when we select them. So let me just skim through here real quick. It's not going to be an event. I don't think it's any of these.
Every word you spit turns the silence red. I see shadows dancing in the flame.
Yeah, I don't know what icon that is. I don't think we have that icon available to us. It's similar to the update here.
I'm breaking through the static and the shadows. You can cage the fire that I'm in.
I'm just gonna do play.
Every scar you leave just makes me stronger. I'll burn your silence into
Set spawn limit.
glass screens high.
Set simultaneous spawn limit. Set offset. Set health. That's gonna be offset 1. Stack order 2, stack order 3, stack order 4. And we'll just do on vehicle spawn. On vehicle destroyed. This is on vehicle spawn. On vehicle spawn. Let's lift these up a little bit. That's gonna be on finish. This should be on vehicle destroyed. I don't think we have that icon. It's on vehicle destroyed. Good enough. This will be variable output, and this will be variable output. 1, 2, 3.
Non-stop, I'm tethered to the stream. Real life slips in slow motion, nothing's what it seems. Friends wait with empty plates, I'm lost behind the glow. Trying to please an audience I barely even know.
Anxious heart dividing, torn between two calls. A click away from strangers, but my loved ones watch me fall. Echoes of real voices fade beneath the static hum. I'm balancing on wires, afraid of what I've become.
Okay, so that gives us a vehicle spawner. Ties in with our vehicle HUD logic. With all the same configs as the normal vehicle spawner. If I make that a stamp, have here let's check spawn on start. Is this? Should be able to delete all of this. What's this? This guy. This one was... Alright, so now here's the real test. Do all 3 of these work? Let's see. We got battery power, we got speedometer. Perfect. So now, as long as you have the vehicle HUD in the map, you just have to plop it in. And you use the custom vehicle spawners, it's all just tied up. You don't have to connect anything. So what we need to do now is we need a way to charge the vehicles. So if I want charge vehicle, I get the player's vehicle, which means I can. This is a problem because on get will come over here and trigger this, right? Which isn't a huge deal, I guess. Do a sequence node here. On get. Do a gate node. Open the gate. Get value of this actor. Subtract node. No, we want an add node. On get, we'll activate this, which will then activate this, which will then close the gate. But it doesn't get triggered a second time. We're going to add whatever value was sent to the event. Get a simple actor here. This is just for safety's sake. Here we're going to activate this. Do value. Key. Set. This does on get, on set. Okay, on set activates this gate, but if that's closed, no big deal. And it logs. We don't really care about. So if that works the way I hope it does, then I can do something like if I do a race gate like so. Then I do a
Breaking through the shadows, tearing down the walls.
trigger volume.
The ashes answering the calls. We fight the burnout's grip, finding our release. Seeking out the solace, chasing inner peace. I'm rising from the darkness, finding my way out. Every breath feels lighter, shedding doubt. Embracing every moment, learning to believe. Burnouts lament, I found my reprieve. I faced the shadows and found the light.
Something like so. Grab this event node. On enter. Node active. Detect players only. Get player ID. A simple number. I don't know why I have two of those, but that's okay. So hopefully, I didn't set a value. We'll do 15. Alright. Current charge is 18, 17. What has collision here? Does the waypoint? Does the race gate have collision? It does. That's silly. Alright, 19, 18. I go through. Didn't add anything. Didn't add anything, but I feel like it's making me lose charge faster. Which means it's probably triggering this, so that's a problem. It's not adding anything.
Watching you navigate the lines, echoes of my past. Every stumble, every step, hoping they will last. Sharing all my knowledge, seeing fear turn to fire. Guiding through the darkness, lifting you higher. You're walking down the rocky road I once tread, facing all the challenges, fears inside your head. But in your eyes I see the strength I knew.
I feel like we can simplify all of this somehow, but adding charge. Let's come here. charge event. Yeah, player vehicle. Alright, so let's turn off. Yeah, let's leave it just like this. It says it's adding charge. I feel like that's not happening.
You've walked the roads I once did roam. Now you're lighting up the way back home. Passing the torch, the flames alive. Together we inspire. Together we thrive.
Vehicle.
Passing the torch, watching you ignite.
On get vehicle charge. If I do this, I just do on get all this event. Can I then
Stepping up from the shadows, now I'm in the light. Guiding through the chaos, leading through the night. Code reviews and late night talks, mentoring the crew. Balancing the pressure with everything.
do something like that?
Questions in my mind, am I enough to guide? Watching every move, feeling all the tide. But there's a spark inside that won't let me retreat. I've got to find my
And here, this would go there. So that's going into here. Okay, so that's a problem.
lines of trust I build. Every decision weighs, every hope fulfills, seeing potential in their eyes, lifting up the dreams. But sometimes I wonder what it all really means.
In the silence of the night, doubts try to creep in, but together we rise, let the journey begin. With every step we take, we grow and we
Hey, Nutri, what's going on?
leadership, our passions burn.
So we built out our vehicle HUD. Alright, so over here we got the speedometer, we got the vehicle charge. And now we're just trying to add the ability to add charge to the vehicle, instead of just consuming charge from the vehicle. So you could do, I guess you could do multiple things with it. You could tie it into a charging station to charge the battery. You could do a race where you have a limited amount of battery that gets recharged when you go through checkpoints. Or I guess whatever else you want to do.
Together we'll conquer.
So that's where we're at right now. It's not currently adding charge, so we're just figuring out the logic for that. Would you be able to set a specific... Well, I'm not working specifically on a race right now, so... Would you be able to set... So you can control how fast the battery degrades. So I guess if you wanted to think through it enough, you could figure... The player should have, you know, 12% charge at this point, and it should take them 20 seconds to get this far. So then whatever that rate happens to be is what you set the rate to. So I mean, I suppose you could math it out to do that. So this here is a problem. Because right now, anytime I'm getting the value, it's triggering the logic to subtract the value, which is one, starting multiple loops of subtracting charge, which is problematic, but it's also overriding the add, because the get value is going into here, I believe. Or the get value is going into here, but the set value that's happening after that isn't being updated in this loop. So let's think about that for a second.
Breaking through the barriers, tearing down the doubt, embracing every moment, letting courage flow. We smash these walls of frustration, our spirits ignite, pushing through the struggles, turning darkness into light. Face the syntax struggles, now I see the dawn with every line perfected. A new day's begun.
Let's do something like this.
Late nights under flickering lights, chasing every bug. Lines of code entangled, feeling like a tug.
We do this when we activate the delay.
But there's a spark inside me that won't let go. A vision in the darkness starting to show. I keep pushing forward, eyes fixed on the prize, believing in the moment.
We're gonna close this gate. And then when we trigger this, we will reopen this gate, which means if we're already in the circle, when this is called, it's not going to start a secondary loop. I think.
silence of creation, I found my strength.
However,
Through every hurdle faced, I went the length.
instead of
Now the code is flawless.
no, that's probably fine. So even though it's not going to start another loop, it will update the subtract value with the new value. Let's see what that breaks. I'm sure it's going to break something. Yeah, our charge isn't going down now. Because I think that specific gate needs to be open on start. And I'm just trying to think if there is a reason. Or if there's a scenario where it could be closed and never reopened, but I don't think so. Alright, so our charge is going down. Okay, going through that didn't seem... Okay, it doesn't seem to be doubling up on losing charge anymore. So we fixed that part. But for whatever reason, it's not adding charge.
Dreams, now they come alive. With every line perfected, we continue to thrive.
Log here for adding charge is being called.
With the countdown, can't escape the ticking clock. Sprites dancing across the monitor.
Set charge.
Pixel dreams are shaping worlds.
Then let me get number 2 string. Let me see what it is we're setting that value to. Maybe for some reason we're not adding anything to it. So we're just setting it back to its original value.
Before the deadline starts to climb, our restless minds race to create the perfect scene. This crunch time dream is all we need to feel alive and free. Caffeine fueled delirium ignites the keys we pound. Staring at those glowing squares, the nights are battleground. Characters come to life while we jam to every beat. We'll finish this epic journey and we won't admit defeat. Lights
21.
and the code
Let's do that again, because I didn't pay attention to what the actual charge of the vehicle was.
determined all the while. Pixels flash in brilliance, forging levels at warp speed. In the hush before the storm, our hearts catch every beat. We're punching chords and writing codes on borrowed time.
We're at 18, 17. It says 32. It didn't actually set it to 32.
Crunch time dream is all we need to feel alive and free. We're counting all the frames, we're tweaking every line. No
So if instead
success is on the vine. The final push is pulsing through this pop punk vibe. We'll conquer any glitch, yeah, we're unstoppable tonight.
So if instead of using an event, what if we do this? I don't need this event. I don't need that. Here, instead of all of this, this just detects vehicles. Let's see if just doing that might need to do some tweaks to that. We're at 15. Okay, it didn't add anything to it. It set it to the same value. There, yeah, it's setting it to the same value. So let's take a look at that now. That's because we're not telling it how much charge to add anymore. So I don't particularly like that. I would like different things to be able to send different charge values. But it's still not updating the charge anyways. So that didn't actually fix anything. What do we have? Pretty sure get actors and vehicle. That gives me all actors and vehicle. Selection, spawn vehicles, advanced vehicle. Spawn vehicle. So I can get a list of actors in the vehicle. Yeah. List entry. High index.
on the screen, but it's never enough. Spikes in adrenaline, then I feel the crash rough. Am I just a puppet for the cheers and the hype? Holding on to every follower like it's saving my life.
And then what is this? This is an actor list. So then I would need to get their ID. That gives player ID.
Staring at the lens, a million thoughts converge. Ego battles, empathy, anxiety on the verge. Still I won't abandon this electric thread of hope, even when the fear creeps in. I refuse to let go. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down or can I rise up?
That should hopefully
Trapped in the spotlight, I can't live without.
allow us to get the driver of the vehicle.
Keep the feet alive. I can't let go.
By detecting the vehicle that goes through it instead of detecting the player. Which means it won't trigger if you just walk through it. And then just here, I'm going to change this back to how it was.
You think you've escaped, but just as the drama dies down, you try to leave, and once again, the music starts. It's stuck, causes stress, causes pain, and it won't stop repeating.
Let's get rid of that guy. Here, we can get value. That's not what I wanted to do.
I can't get it out of here.
This here should not be sending a value when updated.
It's craziness, and
I wonder how many different places we're doing that accidentally. This one should be.
causes stress, causes pain, and it won't stop repeating. We're trying everything, 'cause none of it makes sense. It's really getting increasingly worse.
So that should be back to how it was. do this. So the problem, I think, is there's just a disconnect in there between get and set. All right, we're at 5%. We somehow start an infinite loop. How did we do that? Adding charge, adding charge, adding charge. So first off, we did not set a value here. We'll set a value there, which would be our charge value. Get the player's actor. Okay, so okay, this needs to be on set. I didn't change this event name. It's my bad. Maybe that's why we were getting an infinite loop. Let's turn off. Those extra logs. Okay. The Mac version for the thing works now. Awesome. I go through there again. It says 20. So it is adding, it's getting and adding the value correctly. It's just not updating it correctly. I don't get why. The Mac version thing works. Awesome. That is good to hear, because that means all of that effort was not in vain. So thank you for testing that.
My mind's a war zone, every line is on the brink. I sift through broken logic, terrified to blink. Each error's like a dagger, stabbing through the screen. The meltdown's creeping closer, am I trapped in this routine? I pace the room.
So now the real question is,
My every move, I can't afford mistakes. The code's a labyrinth, I'm stumbling through the haze, searching for a reason, praying for some saving grace. The tension in my chest keeps tightening like a vice. I cannot run the pen.
key value, key value, key value. Why is that not updating? Is it updating and just being overwritten by something? That is the question. So let's come over here. And log. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell the difference between these logs, but we'll see.
in an endless fight. Reboot after reboot, errors flood in red. I can't silence the cynic living rent free in my head. Desperation in the keys, I'm beating on the desk, determined to emerge victorious from this test.
Yeah, so I can see
I can't believe I'm here again, on the brink of another breakdown. I wonder if it's all
in the logs here.
if I let
Adding charge 19.
still something in me.
But then when it sets it, it's 3. So it was 4. I added 15 to 19. It subtracted 1 and it went back to 3. So for somewhere in the logic that's consuming charge, it's not getting that updated value.
My senses overload, the frustration never quits. I'm teetering on the edge, surrender or resist. I won't let the
I think
me, even though it's fear.
I just don't need this event at all.
Cut through every fear, 'cause once the fix
I think on set charge, if I overwrite
wind, I'll emerge.
the A value here,
Clarity redefined. I need
anytime it's set,
this chaos.
it should overwrite the A value.
Scream that breaks the tension. No regrets left behind. I'll fight through every line till the path is
I don't know. I'm just kind of making stuff up at this point.
conquer this beast. At last I'll breathe tonight. No more illusions, no more spiraling inside. The fix is found and I'm finally alive.
That broke everything. Get value. I just need to see. I feel like get value is getting called sometime. I don't know. I don't quite understand. I'm missing something here. So this is the issue. Charge event, adding charge, 26. Set charge, get value, 10. So get value got called after set value. That was a different value.
I touched the flame, it burned my veins. 1,000 voices call my name. The orb reveals what I can't deny.
So really, what I should be doing 'Cause I don't have a player ID on these. That's part of the issue. So I would like to not get the value here.
Every scar rewritten in light, every fear dissolves into night. I bleed the past, I shed the pain. Through the orb I rise again.
I'd like to get the value. So you can choose where the value comes from, or it's just a matter of which node. Well, I get the value from my map that I have over here. I need to get the value. I need to get the value after this delay, I think. Because in this 3-second delay, things could happen. And if I don't have that current value, so how can I change this?
Every line I write feels like a lie I can't defend. Scrolling through achievements, wondering how it ends. Shadowed by the doubt that whispers in my ear. Am I just an imposter, living in my fear? Codes a tangled mess, errors stack like my regrets. Trying to find my place, but I'm stuck in silhouettes. Lines of code and lines of thought, spiraling inside. Chasing validation in a world where I can't hide. Every failed compile, a crack in my disguise. Searching for the confidence behind these weary eyes. Echoing screams inside my mind. I don't belong here. Breaking through the walls I've confined. I don't belong here. Feel the rage, let it ignite. I don't belong here. Catharsis in the dead of night. Imposter syndrome, a shadow I can't shake. Every success I burn feels like a mistake. Comparing every step to the message.
Just store this actor in a variable, because there is the possibility that the actor gets overwritten
In the depths of my despair, I find a spark, a glimmer of the strength that lies within the dark, breaking free from the chains of doubt and fear.
by the time we get there.
Shedding every tear. I don't belong here. Echoing screams inside my mind. I don't belong here. Breaking through the walls I've confined. I don't belong here. Feel the rage, let it ignite. I don't belong here. Catharsis in the dead of night. Shattering the doubts, tearing down the lies. Rising from the ashes, reaching for the skies. Break these walls of insecurity.
Okay, something there
Self free.
is just completely broke my HUD. I got an infinite loop of getting the value at -1.
Victory over internal cries. I face the shadow.
That's because of this, right? So So this should be closed by default. When this happens, let's sequence this just to make sure that there's no race conditions. We'll open it, and then we'll get the value.
Static fills the space where I should be. The signal fades, but it carries me.
And then once that's activated, it'll close it, so it can't activate again. Then over here, it'll reopen it. No, I don't need to ever reopen it over here, I don't think. Now. So it'll just reopen as part of the next cycle when it gets here. Maybe. We'll see, I suppose. Alright, we got 20%. No, we're still infinite looping on something. So that get values here. So this get value. Let's get rid of this for now. Activates this. Which then does our subtract. Just all of our math here.
Wounded signal, can you hear my call? I'm still alive, though I feel so.
Just notice nothing reclose or nothing. No, we open and close that. Okay, never mind. That's there. What's causing us to loop? Fuel value set, fuel value set. So something's calling set value on an infinite loop. There's only two places that call set value. No, there's three places that call set value. The first one is just when the game starts. Right, and we're not infinite looping here. Once we get in the vehicle, we are. So we haven't even gotten to the part of trying to add charge, so it has to be this chunk of logic for handling consuming the charge. I think we just crashed the game from too much looping. Yeah, I think we broke it.
Cracks in the glass they try to find, but I won't bend, I won't rewind. Your shadows fall, but I still see the only truth.
So what is causing the infinite loop?
Whispers fade, the silence dies. I will rise, I will rise. Echoes break the static line. I will rise, I will rise. Whispers
Let's throw something in here after deload. I feel like it's not here. I is okay. We'll try not to keep the infinite loop going for so long. Okay. So I can see here the after delay is not part of that loop.
Late nights in the office, shadows on my mind. Lines of code like burdens, expectations intertwined. Every commit, a judgment, every push, a test. Balancing the chaos, striving for my best.
Pressure mounting,
Right.
higher deadlines closing.
I don't want the event.
Battles raging, where do I begin? Facing all the doubts, fighting through the strain, holding on to composure, masking all the pain.
We stand strong in the storm, never losing sight. Through the shadows and the chaos we ignite.
I wish those settings would just stay. Get value. After delay.
Team relies on me, every move a stake.
And then infinite loop. But gate activate is being triggered.
Pressing doubts I can't erase, but I rise above it all, find my own pace.
In the silence of the night,
Gate activate is being triggered
through the trials and the fears
when after delay is not. After delay
the shadows break the chains apart. With every step we take, we mend our weary heart.
We stand strong
should be what's opening the gate. So if after delay
in the chaos we ignite. Holding steady in the whirlwind, hearts remain. Roaring through the
I feel it's probably related to this then, right? What's going on here? This opens it. Update vehicle battery closes this gate.
Breaking through the limits, tearing down the walls, embracing every challenge, answering
This is a simple number.
every shadow.
It's just going to set the value. Activates the actor, which sets the key. Sequence node for the gate. So I feel like that gate's not being closed appropriately, for one.
Roaring through the pressure, breaking every chain. Shadows fade away, we shine our
I don't think there's an issue over here, so let's clean those logs out.
pixels race the screen delight. Game dev hustle through the night. Viewers gather hearts in hand. Follows flying across the land. Subs pop up, the sound is sweet. Every click we're on repeat. Twitch party, electric vibe. Where gaming magic truly thrives. Join the fun, it's never bland. Together here, a digital band. Coding dreams while chats explode.
Alright, so what if
Every sub a cheer that rings. Virtual high fives flow like springs. Pixels spread like wildfire on. Games and laughs till break of dawn.
what's this doing? This is calling get value.
In this space we
It shouldn't,
Twitch party, electric vibe.
right?
Magic truly thrives. Join the fun, it's never bland. Together here, a digital band.
We're calling, yeah, we were calling get value twice there. Maybe that was part of the problem. That was exactly the problem there. Because now our charge is going down as we expect. Our charge did go up, but we didn't recognize that it went up until the next tick of using it went through.
Lines of code are stacking, deadline closing in. Heartbeat syncs with the clock, feeling all the spin. Errors flashing warnings, every second counts. Pressure mounting higher, no room for any doubts.
So let's put this guy on just here.
Thinking every change, fearing what's to come.
So hopefully what that will mean,
Collide, racing like a drum. Can we push it?
there is an issue that when you first get in your vehicle,
Holding breath, eyes wide, avoiding any traps.
charge is not correct. So I go through and now it immediately updates. I feel like it's definitely gotten more and more delayed. Good news is it's working. Don't quite understand. Why it's delayed.
Push through the limits, break down every wall, rise above the chaos, hear the victory call.
We merge as one, no fear can hold us back. Triumph in the darkness.
Extra logs.
We're racing against time. Midnight merge tonight. Every line must align. Keep the vision in sight. Feel the urgency rise. Don't let it tear us apart. Together we stand strong. With one unified.
Let's do something like that. We got the vehicle HUD here. And just to make sure that we're tracking things correctly, if I come out here and get in this vehicle, and give it a second to update, because for some reason there is a delay now. I guess not for some reason, I know why there's a delay. We're at 50% in this car, 49%. And this one, again, give it a second. 11% in this vehicle. Back in this guy. He's at 48, I think. 47. Alright. So let's do something like... Just do something like... when we say to show a vehicle HUD, get the vehicle get the value. That get value should just propagate through here to update the UI. Hopefully. When I first get in here, immediately at 14%.
Every error message echoes the mistakes I made. In the darkness, there's a spark that keeps me holding on.
52%. It might have dropped to 51 by the time we got out. I go get in this car. It's immediately at 17%, so no more delay there.
Triumph in the coding, see the fire in my eyes.
Now I'm curious what happens if we go over 100. Does it let me go over 100? It does let me go over 100. So that's just something we're gonna have to account for.
Silence of the night, I hear my heart collide. With every line I debug,
We'll do that on our next stream. We'll account for happening at 100%.
rising from the shadows, becoming more than just a man. Triumph in the coding, see the fire in my eyes.
All right.
Embracing every moment, letting go of tears. We conquer every nightmare, rise above the screams, turning sleep.
Really not sure why the unset vehicle charge isn't instantly updating the HUD here. I'm a little confused by that one.
In the coding, see the fire.
Found my way through the darkness, now the morning gleams. Every sleepless night has shaped my debug in dreams.
But I'm not going to sweat it too much because that's a very minor detail, I think.
Fingers fly like lightning bolts at night. Screens glow bright, casting haunted light. In code we groove, seeking bugs to fight. Eyes red raw,
Okay,
but the
so
vision's tight.
we have our speedometer working. Our charge meter is working. It degrades. Let's do this real quick. Macro input. Charge grade mount. Which is going to go into there. That's how much it's going to charge. This will be charge degrade frequency. And we'll also add attribute reflectors for those. This will be number B. Call it the same thing.
Through trials and errors we ride the wave. Bloodshot eyes, yet we are not enslaved. With grit and wisdom, so much we've braved. Every function saved, we feel more engraved.
There. Delay. Charge degrade frequency. So what that gives us is charge degrade amount, charge degrade frequency, so we can control how much it degrades and how often. Right on the node, or you can pass in values to set that. How often seconds to grade vehicle charge.
Behind a creaky door, we're skipping rules and deadlines, running on a wild spree. Every glitch feels like a triumph.
And how much charge to degrade on each interval. Alright, cool. Charge degrade amount, and then the description is over here. Tell you what it means. Frequency. Then when you click on it and you hover over it, it shows those descriptions too. So I think that's it. I think that's where we're going to wrap up tonight. See, today's Tuesday, so we'll be back on Thursday. We'll probably wrap up, or we'll fix the, or we'll cap the charge at 100%, so you can't charge over 100%. And then probably what we'll do is we'll create some stamp for this. So you can apply this to anything. Driving through a gateway. If a player wants to put like a trigger volume at a charging station and loop through to add charge while they're there, they can do that. We'll make that a stamp next time. That will give us 3 solid stamps for managing vehicles. And then, once we do that, we're going to take a look back at our better racing stamps and how we can integrate this into our better racing stamps so we can enable or disable charge on the vehicles as part of the race. So that's our plan right now. So, anyone that's out there still watching, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back Thursday. You guys have a good rest of your week. I will see you then. Bye.
Spent so many hours on these loops, I can't recall the sun. Days blur into late night coding, never sure if I've won. The guilt is eating at my core, it's etched in every line. I neglected life outside, chasing deadlines in my mind.
Seconds tick like bombs, the pressure suffocating. I'm drowning in the loop, my own regrets pulsating. Every misstep, every moment that I let slip away, echoes in the silence, haunting me night and day.